Granted Grace Live with Melina Pierre, moi, and I have a very special guest, my good friend, Bradley Fox. Say
Hello.
hi to...
Hi, everybody.
Hi. I'm so very happy about this episode because this young man here is very near and dear to my heart. He is more than just a friend. He's family now. But if you knew us, at least 8 years ago, we weren't very friendly to one another.
I don't remember that.
I didn't like BJ. I didn't really like BJ. I don't know. But now I love him. So that says a lot for him because he's a good guy. And what are you now?
I'm liked by Molina. So, listen, I already won.
Yeah.
I assume you mean in terms of what I'm doing in my life.
Yeah, what are you doing now?
Right now, I am restaurateur, realtor extraordinaire, without the extraordinaire. I run a restaurant.
Yeah.
And hopefully, in the near future, I can, put my license to use and try to sell some real estate on this island.
I mean, I am so proud of the person that you are right now. And tonight our topic is on growth. And what does growth mean to you? Or how does one grow?
I'll start with I guess, the most important growth factor for me, and that is, of course, spiritual growth.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've, for the past 4 or 5 years, been actually praying for and sort of, putting energy into focusing on my spiritual growth, because I assume the reason you didn't like me in the beginning because, my brash approach.
Yeah.
I have a very aggressive personality. And through my spiritual growth and that process, I think I hope I've been able to polish some of that rough edge off. And of course with some professional training and exposure, to travel and just life experiences. My spiritual growth is now to the point where I'm still not the most patient person. But it's way better than it was a couple of years ago. And growth overall, I mean, is more so, that barometer, that gauge you can put on your own life and say, okay, was where I was better than where I am at now? What helped you get to that point? Did it feel good to get there? Does it feel good being there now? And so when you say growth, of course, the first thing that pops up for me is spiritual growth, because that's something I've been working so diligently on. And of course, you want to grow in finances, you want to grow in stature, you want to grow in social stature. All these other things you need to put some effort into, send some good energy into the universe with regards to, so.
That's excellent. You mentioned that you are a restaurateur, and right now I must say I'm very proud of the work that you've done with your family's business, which is the Bae Restaurant right here in Abaco. It's excellent, because if anyone has visited here before you came back home and started to put your hands on this place, they would see the drastic changes that has already taken place. And I know that it's not done yet, but could you tell our viewing audience what have you done so far, and what else do you have planned for the Bae?
Well, funny you mentioned, I just finished my spring and summer menu for the Bae. So what we've been working with now, or up till now, you mentioned, since I got back here in December, mid-December, never really intended to stay. I had been, in America working on some personal projects. And this project, of course, is most dear to me because I remember calling my mom every single night, and she would be here by herself, in the kitchen and working the bar, solo. And that would burn me up inside. But of course, I know what sacrifices I needed to make. She taught me that you have to make sacrifices in order to get from one level to the next. And so when I came, I met, like I said, that same situation where she was here doing this 6 days a week. She had some help on the weekends, and this building that we're in right now is basically what was built out of pocket, over the years, from the work that they had put in. And so my task was, just basically, initially I was just supposed to help them move into this, do a little bit of marketing to sort of help them get started. But I figured, well, I took the bar from one building and separated it, and so now we have 2 outlets, and she can't do be in 2 places at once. And so somewhere around New Year's Eve, I decided that, this would probably, and it was sort of a light bulb going off. Like, this is where my path had been leading me the entire time. And not every time you get to see it up front. Not every time you get to see the blueprint. But if you're lucky enough to sort of be able to put it into perspective soon enough, then you get to appreciate it much more. And so for the past 4 months, yesterday made, this week anyway, it's made about 4 months since I've been back home. And I can honestly say that the captive audience on this island, the word of mouth, what social media was able to help us influence from a consumer behavior standpoint has been amazing. Somebody should really award me something for that.
No, you deserve an award. You do. Because I honestly feel like you've been here for so much longer, but it's only been 4 months and you did all of this.
It's only been 4 months. We went from a staff of 2 to now 9. In the space of 4 months. And like I said, I'm living my dream, honestly. And because I didn't have the blueprint, I was looking for where I was going. Like that bump into that final thing was just even sweeter, And so right now, like I said, menu's completed. We have some programs set for spring and summer that are very exciting for the general public. What my goal was when I came back or decided to stay was basically to give my mom a break, some time off. She still don't want to take no time off. I said Monday, like 2 days out of the week, like stay from around here, And that gives me the greatest pleasure to be able to say to her, you know what, we got it covered. You don't have to come in today. You rest.
I think that's every parent's dream right there.
That's very fulfilling. And I hear it from my friends, I hear it from her friends every day, how grateful they are for, of course, what I've been able to come and do. And I mean, no one need to thank me, because at the end of the day, this is my dream, my purpose that I've sort of, balled up, with my identity and, my motivation and all that together in one. And, it's just been, the best journey.
And you know what it is too? I feel that your guest who comes there, they feel that. Because I feel
it feels like family. It feels like family.
And
I don't, before I go any further, I definitely need to, just say a big thank you to the staff that we've been so lucky to retain here. You can go to a restaurant and have the best food, and if that service is trash, then, the food is trash, essentially.
Pretty much.
But what we've been able to do here is retain like really, really passionate people that are outgoing, people that are, they come to work with a positive outlook and a motivation to actually do this, and make it easier. They bought into the philosophy that I've handed down to say, I want every single person, whether you know them, whether you don't, whether you're familiar with them, had to Google them, or whether they look like just some Joe Blow off the street, treat them the same way, and you're gonna feel good about it. It's gonna pay dividends in the end. And so from the service level, we focus on that first. Because if you come in and we mess something up with your food, some people can overlook that. Once you feel attended to and that sort of thing. And so we definitely want to have consistency with the food. over the top, extraordinary service, and then of course the natural setting here is as beautiful as you're gonna find in Abaco. So listen, your boys living the dream.
Yeah, but this is definitely, the Bae is definitely the spot. You could check them out on Instagram at the
THEBAY Abaco.
Yeah, they're the best. Like, I come here all the time with my family, and we enjoy the atmosphere. We love the progress, that new deck out there.
I wish we could have filmed out there. It's just a little weather right now.
Yeah, and the sunset, beautiful. But I do have a question, because I've known you for a while, right? And I also know that you've experienced a lot of loss within the past few years. How has that affected you in a positive way? Because even though there's, you've lost people, I have a feeling that some good came out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I live it every day. I mean, there's nothing like death to sort of like grip you by the collar and say, hey, you see what just happened.
Yeah.
You don't have yours in promise.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have that blueprint that says yours is going to go for the next 72 years. And so what that puts in me, or strengthens in me, is this innate motivation and drive to sort of, just make the most of every opportunity, every moment, every day. We both get the same 24 hours.
Yeah.
If I build Rome in my 24, and all you do is kick a bucket in 24, that's what you did.
Yeah.
And so with the loss of some very dear friends of mine in the most recent years, it's sort of the collar snatch is a little less subtle now, because I've found ways to process it and still have it charge me and motivate me in the right ways to go ahead and live my life with as much passion and drive as I could. And of course, because I found my purpose now, it's like, what more fuel would you need than to know and be reminded that yours ain't promised. You gotta do what you could with yours, because I've seen so many people's dreams snuffed out. I'm living mine. And I say to people every day now, like if I was to go tomorrow, you were to find your way to my funeral, whether you were invited to speak or just felt the spirit to go up there and snatch the mic, you say that, hey, this guy told me that he was living his dream, and there's no reason for anyone to be upset. Because every day.
Wow, that's so profound, because so many people are walking around right here in our community. We see them every day. They seem to have it all together, but they are empty and dead on the inside.
Yeah, man, that's and every day I'm reminded, because two of my very close friends, I got their obituaries on my dashboard. I have this corny thing where we have chats as I'm riding around town,
I'm glad people.
But ain't nothing like loss of life to sort of give you or put into perspective what yours and your time here should be about. If you don't maximize, like I say, you got a birth date, a death date, and that dash. If you don't maximize your dash, then that's on you. You can't blame no one else. If you hadn't touched anybody or had an impact on anybody, or not even live yours to the fullest, that's the real tragedy. Not losing people.
Exactly.
Losing people is just something that we know we have to do.
Yeah, we have to go through that.
But using it as some motivation for me has worked.
But I'm happy that you came on Granted Grace Live. But
good.
I'm
happy to share any energy that I could, however positive, with the viewers and the general public, and reminding you guys that we have a new menu, spring and summer menu. By the end of this month, we're rolling out with brunch. We're rolling out a brand new menu.
I can't wait for that Sunday brunch.
And so all the foodies, all the people that are looking for, that just haven't visited in a while, come and check us out, see what new things we got working on out there, and you won't be disappointed.
Well, thank you guys so much, and thank you, BJ, again. And remember, this video will be available by tomorrow on YouTube, and it's going to be on for the next 24 hours. Bye. See y'all next time.